is in your life's blueprint.
What up, everybody? Man, you know what? I said I'm going to have a lot of fun today. It's Saturday. I haven't been live having a lot of fun, but I said I'm going to do it today. The devil came knocking, I almost buzzed. And, I was like, this could be a test. Oh, what the hell? This is so shit.
For now.
What's up, 10 OMG? What's up, Gia 1670? What's up, everybody on YouTube? What's up, everybody on Kick, Instagram, TikTok? You guys need to be following me on every single platform, okay? Every single platform, especially Twitch. Okay, TwitchCon is coming up. And I actually purchased my ticket about 4 days ago for TwitchCon. And so I will be going to TwitchCon November 13th through the 15th. If there's any parasocial relationships that I have with you guys, that's a public event. You can come and just, pour into me and tell me how much you love me, how much you've been in the bushes, etc. Yeah, I was out last week. I was at a Too Shorts concert, and I met somebody that knows me from the internet and has been following me for a while. So I want to say shout out to you. Shout out. Thank you so much for following me. Thank you so much for believing in me. Thank you so much for ignoring all the hate and the negativity. I myself can do a better job at that, so that this is a fun experience for everybody. What's up, Funk? What is it, Funk M? What's up, Nikki? Too Gorgeous. What's up, Blanco? What's up, everybody? Shout out to y'all. Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel. What's up, OMG? What's up, Aunt Deb? What's up, everybody? All over the place on these different platforms. Shout out to y'all for having my back. And shout out to people in the Chrisean rock sector or just the audience that like to hear about Chrisean. I did boots on the ground, a lot of content, boots on the ground that is evergreen. You guys know I'm the guy that goes viral a lot and be telling the truth, and people refer to my content and my Nostradamus type of prediction quite often. Yes, indeed. So I first want to start off by saying, thank you to the people in the bushes. Thank you to the people who have integrity and tell the truth. And I don't know exactly who this person is from Tippies that has been emailing me for about 2.5 years, giving me a lot of great information, positive information. And I will say, when you start talking about different things, I take note and so forth. But this person has been sending me a lot of positive reinforced messages, and I just wanted to highlight this one that I actually received today. It says, Denot, last night you revealed what happens when you unleash your masterful method and unique perspective, making stories timeless. Your ability to connect events, provide context, and explain their significance is what makes your platform compelling. Continue refining your approach so that others can hear and see what you recognize from the beginning. Like Nostradamus, you are among those powerful thinkers who possess great insight and recognize the sequence of events before the rest of the world catches up. The challenge is that being ahead of the cycle can make it seem as though you are being overlooked, and at times the journey itself can become tiring. I'm sure you recall what happened during the aftermath of George Floyd's tragic death. As millions around the world watch, news organizations, social media outlets, historians, and everyday people revisited America's history of racial injustice from multiple perspectives. Long-standing stories were told again, this time to an audience that was prepared to listen. Black communities have observed Juneteenth since 1866. However, the renewed examination helped bring it further into the national consciousness and contributed to its recognition as a federal holiday in 2021. You bring that kind of momentum tonight. Wow. Your selection of powerful events of newsworthy trends may need to be told more than once before their significance is fully understood. Nothing is wrong with reintroducing your message. Provide update retail events as they continue to unfold. Repetition is not a weakness when each telling is strengthened by new evidence. Even without the blue jacket or any other form of entertainment, remember that your greatest advantage is your perspective. No one tells a story the way you do. Stay focused and stay up. And I responded, I said, wow, I really needed to hear that. Thank you for always sending random positive messages. Whomever you are, God bless. And I'm like, who is this person? And I was like, fuck that, nigga. We putting on the blue jacket today. Feel me? Fuck that. We shout out to you, Tippies. Shout out to you. And shout out to all my supporters who continue to remind me every day in different perspectives, and I want to highlight y'all. This is why I go live, man. This is why I go live, because you don't have to be in the midst of drama and shit like that. And I will tell you guys, I do get tired, and I do get I kind of get very angry, like for instance with the Carmelo Anthony trial. Like, a lot of information that was published and talked about after the trial was over, I was already saying that, and I didn't gain momentum, and I just was like, I don't feel like repeating myself by saying the same thing. And it does make you feel angry and upset because nobody's listening to you while you are talking. Honestly, that's one of the biggest downfalls that humanity has, not just black people, is that sometimes you can be told the truth about something and you don't take advantage of it right then and there. You could be missing out on the bigger picture. And it's not just perspective, it's socioeconomics. I always tell the story about in high school how my history teacher, how ironic, my history teacher gave me a piece of paper and said, Bitcoin, purchase it, it's the future. And at the time it was like $10 per Bitcoin. And so every day I got to cry in my pillow thinking and remembering that I should have listened to my teacher, and I should have listened. So, but I will work on my patience, okay? I don't like repeating myself. I know I talk a lot of shit, but seriously, when I'm serious, when I'm covering serious topics, I am a man of straight to the point. This is what it is. This is what to look out for. And all this shit is going to unfold. And by the time it unfolds, it's going to be too late for you to digest it. And then everybody got, oh my gosh, nigga, did not been told you that shit. Thank you for recognizing that. And thank you for recognizing that attribute, my perspective over like drama and people trying to like drag you down and put you in the middle of beefs and shit like that. Respectfully, I don't run a channel like that. I never have, and I never really wanted to run that channel. They tried to cancel me back in 2023 because I made a comment that sounded like I did not want black women to be my audience. That's not true. Like, you want an audience. But my whole thing is, like, when you have a predominantly black woman audience, it makes you, it kind of forces you to have to be more female identified rather than male identified, right? And then you have a lot of male identified women, and then you have a lot of female identified males that call themselves running the black tea sector, that just talk about women all day. I can do that, but there's a lot more to me. So back in 2023, when I was like, damn, I'm looking at my demographics, and it's like freaking 85% women between the ages of 25 and 50. And I'm like, God damn, like, where are the real niggas? Stand up, stand up. Real niggas stand up. Real niggas in this building. So I want to congratulate myself and pat myself on my back, okay, for manifesting exactly what I wanted. A male audience, 91.5%, with a leading demographic of 25 to 34 years old. This is the demographic that I directly influence. This is my actual demographic, and these are the people that pour into me. I finally got the audience that I needed, and I had to get away from other platforms that had a predominantly woman audience. And I don't have anything against women being in my audience. It's just, I'm a nigga. I'm not gonna pander to anybody or anything. I say what the fuck I say. I mean what I mean. And when other people have a demographic of mostly women, they start painting false narratives. They start pandering. They start pulling heartstrings. They start looking for sympathy. Look, I'm not that type of nigga. I finally got the audience that I want. So a lot of people over in the black tea sector was like, Denard is going crazy. Why is he talking like this? Because I'm a real fucking nigga, and I finally got the audience that understand it. So why don't you go over there and deal with them female identified ass niggas, because I'm not one of them. All right, let's put that in perspective, okay? I'm not one of them at all. But you know, and maybe, just maybe, somebody like me and Tasha K could actually work and collaborate, because I'm not one of these men that want to be her and go after her female identified audience, you know? And shout out to Tasha K. You guys know I've always loved Tasha K. I joke and talk about how much money she owe and shit like that. I don't think she take it personal, because if I email her, she would correspond, and has in the past, has reached out for an interview, all this other stuff. You know, I'm not female eccentric identified. I cannot compete with a woman. I'm glad that I'm not a woman, and I say this with so much love. If I was a woman and I had to bleed every month, and when I said this, one time I said, yo, I cannot be a woman. I don't know how women deal with it. Y'all literally go through something and you have no choice but to go through that. And it was women coming forward saying, we're not offended. We understand you. It was a lady that said that her 50th birthday when she stopped having cycles was the best day of her life. I couldn't go through any of that. I think women are strong as hell in their own way to be able to go through that. And so I don't want to compete with the woman. And Tasha K has found herself in situations where you got want to be down low men when everybody know they gay and got a lot of estrogen pumped in their booty cheeks big as all outdoors and shit, and just black men that wants to be black women. And Tasha K has been scarred because of that. So I am not female identified. I cannot compete with a woman, and a woman damn sure can't compete with me, respectfully. And I'm not talking about in sports. I'm just talking about just in life in general, period. Okay. If you look at statistics, there's a lot of black women that look better than black men as a whole on paper. But at the end of the day, she know damn well she can't compete with that nigga. What's up, Funk Face from Clubhouse Dark Side 5 years ago? What's up, Funk Face? Hey, look, nigga, they said that I was nothing. They said that I was bullshitting and that I wasn't that nigga from Clubhouse. Why 5 years later you over here? You ain't on Clubhouse no more. You know you came with the real nigga, dead ass nigga. Oh. Dead ass nigga. But anyways, back to this Tasha K. Child, Tasha K done went live and I was like, damn, Tasha K look good. Like she's not in her studio. She looked porcelain, all this other stuff. And then immediately when she started the video, she's taking the hat off and my barber cut too low. And girl, we been on you bald head. You can't get no lower than that. You cannot get no lower than that. Okay, Tasha? I don't like when women go live and then start pointing out their insecurities off bat. It is distracting. And I left comments under this video and I was like, girl, shut the fuck up. Like, why is you criticizing yourself? Like that's not sexy, okay? Women have a confidence about themselves. Sometimes the ugliest motherfuckers can be the baddest bitches in the room because they carry a certain confidence. Dead ass. And I just did not like her not being confident. So I just want to say you look beautiful, Tasha K. You definitely look beautiful. Whatever flaws and insecurities you see in your motherfucking head, you need to go get therapy to get rid of that shit. Because I see a beautiful black woman that made it and made a business for herself and made it in her own right. And I don't think any man should compete with that. I think them female identified males that try to tear you down should have been pouring into you, because they can't compete with you. And I would never try to compete with Tasha K. I'm still subscribed for the past 2.5, 3 years, $12.99, TashaKLive.com. I'm like, damn, nigga, why don't you just go ahead and upgrade to a year membership? But I still don't do it, And I don't mind paying a little extra without just, knocking off the year price, because she's still old car to be her motherfucking money. Now she coming up out here running plays, okay? I couldn't help but notice that Tasha K suddenly, she made this X.com post and posted it on her Instagram, and I got my notifications turned on for her because that's a messy hoe. Okay, she messy as hell. And if I want some tea, if I need to be in the loop, I go over here. So Tasha K posted, said, it's absolutely insane that I just received stills from a video allegedly showing Roland Martin inside a woman's home, not his wife, laid out on her bed, appearing to be pegged. The fact that cameras are set up in the room, the fact that he allegedly sent her pictures of himself in a G-string, this is only the beginning. I wish I could unsee this. Yeah, we reached out to his team and are awaiting a response. Everything is allegedly. Child, Tasha K came up and reached out. Update, Roland Martin's team has confirmed to my team that the stills I received of him appearing naked in a woman's home that's not his wife are 100% authentic. He says he is being extorted. He also proposed that he would be suing if we or any other blog disseminates these hilarious ass images of him appearing to be in a leopard print thong, child. I'll be breaking down everything we know and the latest developments of my show Monday at 3 p.m. So that was definitely a free promotion. You can throw the torch over here, nigga, because I'm promoting you too, Tasha K. Who the fuck wants to see Roland Martin in a thong? Ain't nobody gonna be over there but Mr. 82, hopefully, saying that he got a chance or something. Get up out of here. Don't nobody want to see that nasty, disgusting, bowling ball ass nigga getting pegged by a woman. You sure it's a woman and not a transgender or something? Because we all know what they're giving up there in the DMV. His wife don't care. Not at all. He would rather get caught up for having a woman to do him in just like that instead of the men that he's sleeping with just like that. Better be careful, Tasha K. You know, this shit kind of remind me of the Shannon Sharp lawsuit. You know how everybody was talking about their goddamn walk for a year or two. Shannon Sharp walking worse than Tyler Perry did when he was in the airport in that one movie. You know that movie? Yeah, that one movie. The one that seemed like and sound like all on. When is you gonna retire my deal, bitch ass nigga, and come out the cloud? Shannon Sharp, can't y'all remember Shannon Sharp? Ooh, that's my Michelle, that's my Michelle, that's my Michelle. And then next thing you know, we talking about his sexuality, talking about he gay, and then suddenly he hired and co-conspired with Tony Busby to file one of them straight man lawsuits to act like he actually straight. You know, Roland Martin just happy that it wasn't some of the men that he buying here doing it with that's getting caught up in these pictures and shit like that. And I'm willing to bet that it is a transgender. Look at him over here with this beautiful black woman. They'd have been married for 25 years. She tired of him. She tired him through. Say she a minister and she ought to be used to it. From TD Jakes and all these politicians and shit. White, black, Jamaican thing. Do anything these niggas is gay up there in the DMV. The more powerful they is, the bigger bottoms and isses they is in the bed. Gotta sit up there and run your little short mouth online with your fucking saturation too bright and blowed out. Looking like a swole ass pumpkins and got the nerve to be up here. What? William McCray, you said you had a picture of TD Jakes in some pink thongs on a Harley Davidson. You sure it wasn't Roland Martin? That goddamn hell, Roland Martin, we don't care if it's a woman doing it or not, nigga, you been gay. And we found that shit out a long time ago.
About your opponent, Donald Trump. I was a little bit surprised. People might be surprised to hear that you have never interacted with him, met him face to face. That's going to change soon. But what I want to ask you about is what he said last month. He suggested that you happened to turn black recently for political purposes, questioning a core part of your identity.
Yeah.
Any
Same old tired playbook. Next question, please.
Oh, Wack100 on the docket. Just stay tuned. So, oh yeah, y'all remember that with Roland Martin? Yes, indeed. He probably did that shit on purpose because he was getting extorted to show a nigga ass walking across the screen when in reality he got on leopard thongs and shit. He don't care. So as long as y'all don't know that he's a pig bottom that be in the back alleys. They say Roland Martin was down with that shit way back in the 80s and shit when they had the bootleg, the red light district over there in the DMV. He was a part of that shit too. Shit, right along with Mitch McConnell, he done got his punk ass up out of here. And Hunter Biden sat down and told all they little gay ass secrets, nigga, get up out of here. He just happy that he himself, Roland Martin, wasn't caught up with a dude. So nigga, you still get AIDS. Okay, listen, you gayer than me. Niggas like Roland Martin and BlueFace, bitch, you can have more kids than Stephon Diggs. You still gay, nigga. Dead ass, nigga. Them niggas is gayer than me. Somebody ever come and try to touch me back there, bitch, we fighting. Like, we fighting like in the jungle, nigga. Don't play with me like that. I don't touch the front nor the back of a goddamn man. And these niggas is laid down with G-strings wrapped around they duty holes. I wonder if Tasha K got a picture of him pulling them bees out. Like what they did over there when allegedly Roland Martin also turned up and had and took a whole bucket full. Okay, he was an bucket over there. Yes, indeed, motherfucker, at the DL Pride in New York City that took place on Thursday, June the 25th, 2026. He was in New York for what? He didn't go live. He had other people going live. Shout out to the DL Whisperer. He is out. He is still making his content, shooting shots at TS Man hands, and they just, doing nickname abuse and still acting like he free. But them crackers told you to get the fuck on, nigga. You got 3 counties that you can't be in, and you still up out here outing niggas for them to clock your shit.
And see, this is the type of shit that I be talking about, because as you can see, now they're having quiet on the creek parties where all of these DL men, there's no telling how many men were actually there. They're meeting up and they're doing DL activities. And yet you have all of these people that feel like women are homophobic and that women shouldn't be protecting themselves and that they don't deserve to know that their men are up to shit like this. This is why I do what I do. And see, this...
Dead ass. I seen a post, one lady was crying. I've done everything to try to find a man. In the church committee, we all was trying to find a man, and the church set it up to where every week we will meet on Thursday. It's all women. We just meet up on Thursday and go there to connect and look for a man. I was like, hold on, bitch. You said all the women was looking for a man at the church while all y'all husbands is fishing, play wrestling, pushing it out and shit for each other. Them DL niggas is some serious, especially in Atlanta, Georgia. They be the breeders and the carriers of so many STDs to where y'all hoes fucking them, y'all gonna die with sepsis. Dead ass, nigga. I heard of shit like that on Clubhouse. You fucking them. You remember Drewski? Yeah, he done killed Vanna and stuff like that. Over there, you know, doing all this other stuff. That's crazy as hell. So shout out to the DL Whisper. They say he getting a little bit too loud and they cracking gonna put them braces on him if he mentioned a TS or a man hands Madison on this motherfucker. Here go another body boy that was turned out by Diddy before he was 18. The very first Justin Bieber. Just like Saturday Night Live did an episode with Dwayne Rock Johnson. They had a robot that great people. And the whole Reddit was like, it happened to me so it can happen to you. So he out here turning niggas out. Nigga, Mr. I cannot listen to Let It Burn. It's gonna burn for me no more without realizing that you got that motherfucking package. Mary J. Blige ain't want shit to do with you. That beautiful woman didn't want shit to do with you. You act like you was the nigga with your pulled face ass. Now you got a freak out this motherfucker that's up here doing it all. She don't care. She probably got sepsis inbred inside of her and she wants some of that burn that you got. Look. God damn. No, nigga, you ain't finna uck her. She finna uck you. Dead ass, nigga. He said he didn't want that cherry out of her mouth. Ain't no telling. This probably be the bitch that Roland Martin hired. Dead ass. Y'all seen Tyler Perry front row at the Beyonce concerts and shit, looking at them dance, throwing money on scrippers and stuff. Boy, stop with motherfuckers like Marlo with a horse mouth, doo-doo breath ass hooked up on you, AI pictures of you kissing. Madea, girl, get on up out of here. What about another nigga from Clubhouse named Wack100? Big booty ass nigga, 3 fingers in the booty, humped up, put a hump in your back. Yeah. And shout out to Funk and them, cause I know Lady T here and you can copy this. Go ahead and tell in the chat, nigga, Wack100, that's my bitch, nigga. That nigga do whatever the fuck I tell him to do. Nigga, you up there got a superseding indictment against Big U, and I said that you had something to do with it. With that indictment, nigga, dead ass, nigga. As a matter of fact, you gonna testify against Big U.
And I'll be at the Big U trial, too, where Wack100 gonna testify. Ain't gotta be so performative. Bro, I ain't did nothing.
That nigga my bitch. Fuck out of here, nigga. You helped the feds draft up that federal indictment against Big U and put your name in that bitch directly. So if you have to go testify, then suddenly, they made me testify. They had me named in there. Big ass, you know the big scary ass, big ass lesbian girl in the hood that just got that big ass booming ass voice. Yeah, I knew a bitch like that. Her name was Miracle. You understand what I'm saying? One of them big ass baby ass kids. Or whoever seen the Pride Family when you know the big troublemakers that come out and just got this talk game to make you think that they know how to fight and what they know how to do. Mind you, we done seen Wack100 get slept outside of no jumper. Okay, you knocked out a white boy and a dude that was probably one of your nigga favorites. I don't give a fuck. I don't know you 3 fingers in the air or push it out in the air. What you talking about, nigga? Fuck wrong with you, nigga? This nigga played with me. Let me tell you how I know for a fact he the police. Nigga, I was at Ray J court hearing. And the people, thousands of people seen it. I was at Ray J court hearing, nigga. This nigga told the police to get him. And they got me, nigga. And this nigga put a picture online of the police interrogating me, trying to find proper cause to arrest me because he sent them at me outside of court and posted that. Nigga, you the police. Dead ass motherfucker. And I'm not Karan Kane and nothing like that. Fuck wrong with you. I don't fuck with this nigga. But my whole thing is, since you didn't help the feds draft up an indictment against Big U, ain't no fucking way in hell that you are a part of a RICO of a criminal gang organization. Your name is in the documents as if you're a victim, as if they definitely need you to testify to substantiate that first indictment, and you out here walking around like you ain't in that U program that you claim 21 Savage was in when you ran him off a Clubhouse pussy ass nigga. If Big U is in jail for shaking niggas down and embezzling and shit, why you ain't in jail either, nigga. As a matter of fact, you put all the rolling 60s over there on No Jumper for them to tell on themselves and all that shit, true or not formed, why this man is in a RICO. Niggas like Keefe D bitch ass to sit up there and write a book lying and trying to act like he gangster. That nigga got them bracelets too. So are we gonna look at you differently? Why the fuck you ain't in jail? Cause 3 years ago you said that you helped Big U extort Future. You need to be in jail too. But why you ain't in there?
Future old trick some money. So me tricking Big U was real close at the time, right? Hey, Future old bro some money. All right, trick in Detroit. Me and Big U on a red-eye flight to Atlanta. We coming to LAX. We coming through the security, putting our bag through the thing. Who we see on the other side? Future and the girl that's with the football player.
Sierra.
We see Future and Sierra. I say, bro, is that who I think it is? He looked. I said, yeah. I said, you take them. I got him. When we come to the thing, I say, hey, homie, you got that money for Trick? He take off running. I'm chasing on the dead homies through the Delta runs into a motherfucking terminal, and he runs
he lying on the dead homie?
Thing, but it ain't hooked up to no plane. He left it.
No, bro.
Right? Wow. He runs into the terminal. True story. Runs into the terminal, right? When he run into the terminal, he take his phone out, right? He know he can only go so far, because what you gonna do, jump onto the runway? That's a long drop down there, right? he throws the phone at me on speaker. All I hear is Stunner voice. He say, Wack, it's me, Stunner, talk to me. I say, Stunner, I'm busy right now. He said, yeah, but I don't want you to be nephew.
He indicting all these people.
On? I say, oh, trick a bag, man. He can't be in our backyard and he owe bro a bag. Either he gonna pay or he finna get up and then he gonna pay, right? Trick at home sleep. He don't know what's going on. He in Detroit, right? He say, Wack, my word to you, I'll pay the debt. Let him be. I got business with that man. I said, what? He said, Wack, it's Stunner talking to you. As your brother, leave him be. You got my word, whatever the debt is. Send me Trick, I pay him in the morning. On me. I'm giving you my word. I threw it back to fall. Trick got his wire.
On Pyru, your ass need to be in jail.
But what I'm saying is it was a real table at one time to where we knew what was going on. Knew everywhere in every region to where we knew what was going on, right? And we was gonna move if we saw you. And our squads knew if they saw you at a hookah lounge or a club. It been times where niggas like, hey, I ain't gonna say no names. Such and such at the club, lock him down. Them go over there 20 deep to their VIP. Tell the security they don't pay you enough for this here. Look, continue to have your drinks. Y'all cool. Ain't nobody moving out.
He need to be in jail too. How come you are mentioning Big U indictment like a victim? Cause you ready to testify, nigga. And you been on the internet speaking it. Nigga, don't no nigga go to No Jumper without Wack100 giving Adam the okay, not no nigga. He'll bring the Mexicans and shit up there to taunt them, but no. Dead ass, they got the Adam and Wack show. Wack is a narcissist. He needs full control over everything. So before you took the rolling 60s to No Jumper, this is what you said. Years before an indictment came down, you couldn't wait to come back to the internet, nigga. Nigga, they call you diaper, nigga. They call Big U draws and you diaper, nigga. They that with y'all nigga fucking each other. What the fuck is going on? Y'all getting Glock dookies and shit. God damn, draws. I got a wire. So says Wack100 in the first indictment when that nigga pulled up to push you and your family shit back. Then like the cap, nigga. That nigga said his son wasn't gay. That nigga was popping and twerking worse than Wardrobe Wilson from fucking Extreme Twitch. Wack100 is a cap star. That nigga was in the cut doing what he do. Collect all the tea, all the gay secrets, everything to go back. Oh, I'm going to regurgitate this. I'm an author. Yeah, right. You still answering them white folk. You still got to sit down with DJ Vlad and Adam 22 in bed for some money. Nigga, you ain't even about that shit. On Pyru, nigga, you a blood and you managing a crib. BlueFace, who snitched in jail, and they fucking took pus blood, sawdust, dry doodle, dry blood with Hep C in it, and a little bit of ink, and put it all in his motherfucking fed. Nigga, you need to be in jail, but you're not in jail. right now because you the police. You sick the police on me in the court. And I had to sit there and be like, smoking with Debo and okay. Yeah, I'll be quiet. But when them cracker leave and they got no proper call, bitch, I'm gonna talk some motherfucking shit. Is what I had to do. You talking about Chrisean, bitch, you gonna be probably in jail before Chrisean. You had something to do with the unalivement of Chrisean Cain, aka Ronnie Doe, who was slain outside of his grandmother's house because he saw the paternity of Chrisean Jr., nigga. Rest in peace, homie.
Put that shit on TNT.
Turned to a mess, and now I gave you the deuces, and I wish your ass the best. And if you try to come back, I'ma have to stand on you. I'm gonna win on you. I was always there for you, and you took that shit for granted. Now you lost me, and now I'm all up on my mission, and I'm bossing. And I've been taking all these trips, and you not there with me. I kept it fair with you. You wasn't real with me, and now I'm just reminiscing. I'm just staring at our pics. Now I thinking back. Now I realize you wasn't shit. My whole family told me you need to watch out for that little bitch. I didn't listen, and I was here. I really went out to Cali just to upgrade you, but you took that shit for granted. Now you a stranger. I tried to come through and save you, but I can't save you. I need my paper. I'll see you later. When you walked in my life, that shit really turned to a mess. And now I gave you the deuces, and I wish your ass the best. And if you try to come back, I'ma have to stand on you. I wanna win on you. I was always there for you, and you took that shit for granted. Now you lost me, and now I'm all up on my mission, and I'm bossing. And I've been taking all these trips, and you not there with me. I kept it fair with you. You wasn't real with me. 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 You wasn't there for me. I kept it real. Now you see how it feel. I was always there for you.
Rest in peace, Chrisean Cain, aka Ronnie Doe, who was slain outside of his grandma's house. Some egregious shit. Y'all right, Wack100 did say he had photos of that. Him, Lady T, all them is complicit. Lock all them bitches up and see which one of them gonna turn against each other. Cause Mr. On Pyru, he gonna tell it all, definitely. Nigga done been told Poetic Flocka and everybody that Chrisean told him that she did that. That could have been a fucking lie. That nigga messier than a bitch. Female identified ass nigga. Fake ass gangster nigga. You got tired of being called diapers to the point that where you thought you took your power back by starting a diaper company. And word on the curb is your ass want to be like Gus from Breaking Bad. It's some dope in them diapers that you shipping around that bitch. Oh my goodness. Somebody say he unalived for his son. Damn. That's crazy. That is crazy. How do you, like, when it comes to Big U and the unalivement of the son, I kid you not. When the indictment happened, Wack100 was on Clubhouse telling all the tea and telling on himself like he usually do. And that nigga said out of his own mouth that, and the indictment also say that the DNA that they got from the crime scene where Rashawn was unalive, it said that it wasn't, they could not rule out Big U, meaning that it wasn't 100% match, meaning that it could have been Big U's son in the NFL that actually took him out, because the Roland 60s, they're like the mafia, nigga. You got to take out one of your own or your brother or somebody close to you in order to move up in the ranks. And the Big U's over the Roland 60s. His son is next up. His son in the NFL. That nigga protected. Okay, he got people and attention and all this shit around him and he ain't broke. But that other boy, didn't they gun him down too? To take him out. Other Rolling 60s then took him out. Other Crips then took him out. Other fractions. And they want the older boy too. The one in the NFL, I mean, they want him too. They definitely want him. And I don't know how close and wide these niggas was sharing chains and shit because they broke or whatever. But yeah, I just want to put that in perspective. That is an open, active investigation about who unalived the dude outside of the weed shop. But guess what? I bet you Wack100 know it. Yes, indeed. He told Poetic Flock a big ass that Chrisean Rock smoked running, and now he backtracking everywhere before and trying to get ahead of the narrative because that nigga is clumsy. And he run his motherfucking mouth like doo-doo, diarrhea. That's why he got a whole diaper company that put around his motherfucking mouth and his big old booty. 3-finger whack, bust down, bust down. Now, Chrisean Rock, bitch, see, this shit was crazy. Okay, you was just in Miami living a hot girl summer, twerking on BlueFace on the beach, hugged up, wrapped up, and kissing on another light-skinned nigga like BlueFace wasn't never around. They say you done took a body of a Mexican woman, Geronimo, Blue Rock, the dog that you done left. You know, she had one of them expensive pug dogs, you know. She had one of them dogs. You can't leave them dogs out in the hot sun. You got to really take care of them. The dog died because she was starving it. And guess who her new dog is soon? Got the nerve to come up here and tell this war veteran who done had a hip replacement and out there trying to walk like she powerful or some bitch. You not a Storm. You not going to call upon the ancestors and the gods to solve your problem and strike this nigga Kane and tell him to get up and walk. This is what I had to say.
Darnell, walk, Darnell.
You okay?
Hallelujah.
Tell Junior to walk.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
You okay?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm trying to minister.
I'm
trying to minister. I'm trying to do stuff for God, you know? I ain't really on no trolling nothing. I come in peace and love. You feel me?
You falling and ducking the police.
I know, but I'm trying to pray for somebody. I know, but I got a mic on.
You got the mic on?
Yeah, the camera. You are
trolling and ducking the police.
You looking real goofy.
It's the audacity.
Jesus Christ.
Amen. Hey,
It's the audacity. She really truthfully believe that she can pray for this man and he just gonna get up and walk one day. And this gay Mexican man with her, he the same. He was a crackhead. You know, he got a whole website saying he was an ex-crackhead and had to pray to God and God healed him. But then when I was seeing him go to the store and buy a whole bag of candy, you still get high. But that's the first sign of a crackhead, buying all that motherfucking candy. That crack don't make your teeth being missing. It's the sweet tooth that you got because you own crack. This Mexican still on crack sitting up here like he got some power, him and Chrisean, to make this grown-ass man walk. Like he gonna be like that one lady. Y'all remember the one lady that did that skit twice? She had on some type of jacket sleeve or some shit, and she fucking had her arm coming down like it was a crowbar and said she was healed, and 2 pastors they cast out on the rest of them goof ass bitches that believe that shit was real. Chrisean Rock ain't got no goddamn power. Got the nerve to tell this man who lived his life and old finna kick the can and walk.
Walk, Darnell.
You okay?
Hallelujah.
Tell Junior to walk.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
You okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm trying to minister. I'm trying to minister. I'm trying to do stuff for God, you know? I ain't really on no trolling nothing. I come in peace and love. You feel me?
You falling and ducking the police.
I know, but I'm trying to pray for somebody. I know, but
pray for somebody. I wouldn't let you touch me. Okay, praying for somebody is like, will you eat out their kitchen? Some of these motherfuckers don't wash their ass. Think they still back in Africa. They cut their hand and they still preparing the food. Not only they preparing the food and mashing the yams with their motherfucking hand, they then go take a poop with no toilet paper and then come out there and use the same hand to eat with, bitch. Like that, like, no. Like, if you can take Chrisean Rock's hand underneath the God of scope, underneath the Yahweh scope, bitch, it ain't full of none but blood. You know how they got the light to see if blood was spilled no matter how you cleaned it? We need a Yahweh scope to look at her. Her hands ain't clean. Her hands ain't clean in this running dough shit. Her hands ain't clean in nothing. And she's a psychopath. Somebody told me that she was locked up in hell because she unalived a woman locked up on mental health charges, man. Listen, people that's crazy enough to take somebody's life, they'll do that shit again. And I believe Chrisean Jr. is her next victim because she ain't got no skills. She ain't got no organization. She's a hypocrite. Chrisean is not going to just come, oh, I'm sorry. I fucked up my baby. Y'all wasn't lying. Oh, one lie. So before she disappoint the Rockheads and all these people like Auntie Latrice slaving for her, ain't taking no water breaks, to tell a whole bunch of motherfucking lies and pray for her. Y'all pray for your own self is what the fuck you need to do. Chrisean underneath a Yahweh scope. Her hands is not clean, bitch. It's dirty. Just like a bitch in Africa who cook clean and doo-doo with the same hand and barely any soap because of scarcity and still prepared the food for people to eat. Get the fuck up out of here. Bashing like she's disgusting. Hands ain't clean. I wouldn't be surprised if that old man don't die this weekend simply because she didn't touch him to absorb his energy, his spirit, his essence. The man can't walk. What you thought you was going to pray for him to walk? When Junior tucked away and throw it in the corner. Even her cameraman don't even want to show Junior. That's crazy. And when he do show him, we seen Junior clapping. We seen him clapping. And biting and doing things, everything but eating, swallowing any food, any liquids or anything. That's crazy. She don't like Junior because every day she look at Junior, the more and more he look like Karan Kane. His family don't want shit to do with the child. I don't blame Karan Kane's family. Like dead ass, I don't discriminate or nothing. And I know a bunch of y'all sit up here and say, oh, if Chrisean put Junior for adoption, I'll take him. You must be a broke bitch to get that motherfucking check like her sister Terrain was about. I ain't nobody finna take that. No. Why would Karan Kane's family voluntarily do a paternity test when they know their son lost his life dealing with this bullshit? And then even if they love him dearly, that's an inevitable responsibility. Junior shouldn't even left the hospital. They even said that Junior organs ain't even growing, so they just stretching out as long as when he stretched, his organs stretch. That's why she don't want to put no food in it. Something to rupture the organs. Be quick to give him a crab leg. That shit'll poke him in the stomach and rupture his organs. Oh, like this girl is off the chain. She need to be in jail. And they say the detectives was calling her when she was on live stream last night pretending to save and pray for people and gave one of the most transphobic prayers I ever seen in my life. Regardless, the saxophone was getting louder.
Then when my little brother told me like what happened to him, like, whoa, I felt it. Like, I'm like, yeah. I felt like I was there or something. It was weird. Then all these trolls keep talking about Karan. He's dead. Then on top of that, boom, they talking about Karan, yada, 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 open investigation. Bro, that got nothing to do with me. His death has nothing to do with me. Yes, he made my life about him. Why? Because he needed money. He was desperate. I'm sitting at the gym. I lie to you not. I'm sitting at the gym. I answer my phone. I tell them come in. There's investigators. They're like, hey, we know you didn't do it. We got his phone. Yada yada yada. We're recording this. Yeah, record it all. Record it all. Because y'all need to put the end to it. Y'all need to find out who really killed that man. Oh, let that man rest in peace, bro. Y'all acting like they don't got that nigga phone. Like they don't know what's going on and who he was beefing with. I'm just trying to get down to the nitty gritty, but this is what I need to do. I need to run. It's a lot of evil after me, bro.
What's up, Major? Major, let me tell you. So tell me why the homicide detectives came knocking on my door yesterday. And I'm scheduled to talk to them Monday. It's real. No cap. No plan. You know, I don't need play like, you know, I don't need play with the police. It's serious. It's real serious. It's so serious right now, Major. It ain't even a game. Hold up, ain't you a mod? Why you ain't blue? Oh, all right, now you on that. Serious, bro. Luckily.
And I couldn't help but when this nigga came out here and it went viral, TMZ picked it up. Blue Rock TTV with his goof ass and no personality having ass. He mad because Buffalo ass can go live and don't have to say a word and get thousands of views and worry about how hard I work over here. If you saying that I gotta work this hard and dance and do all this shit, Blue Rock, and then I know you jealous of Buffalo ass. Cause that's how you want to be. You want to be able to go live and pull that up and do that, but you can't. You're not, okay? And you don't want no smoke with your scary ass, nigga. Dead ass. Had Latrice over there fighting and windmilling, telling a pack of lies. You know, I don't trust no nigga, don't trust no fucking Christians. And Blue Rock and Quell made this up, and Chrisean is innocent. You weren't even a part of the Bigo Live. The first thing that she did when she got out. And that was supposed to be her alibi. Hot piss, hot tea, all them people was over. You went over there. What did you windmilling for? For cookies and kudos to be able to get on the phone for oh my gosh, Chrisean, I love you. And ask what's her talent. What's her talent? Her to singing live at the church. The people left out of church. Can't box. The fight was set up with Zena, who should have beat her ass as a mother. Dead ass. To say she got another fight coming up about a lake in over there in Baltimore. You know that's set up because it's her hometown. So, you know, seeing videos of her sparring and boxing BlueFace, it ain't hitting. How the fuck you gonna let somebody train you how to box for your second fight? A nigga that got pounced and punched the fuck up out of the ring and lost so bad, he ain't even get his money from Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross said BlueFace gonna have to give up some stick if he wants some of that. Do y'all remember when Adam 22 propositioned BlueFace to smash him and Lena the Plug? Now, next thing you know, BlueFace go again. Every time, this how you know when he's selling peen. He'll take them to the restaurant and make them pay. He made Adam 22 pay. Then the next day, I guarantee you, today, tomorrow, after that, BlueFace, he like, oh, he gay. Okay, apparently. Okay, them niggas done DP'd him in prison. And they ain't talking about just discipline. I'm talking about real DP. And put all that shit in his face, okay? So when BlueFace go live in the next day or two and say he just reached another milestone in his crowd restaurant, that means that he done fucked off on Adam 22 and want to feel like he didn't have to fuck off on the nigga to earn the money. So now the nigga done put in $7,000, $8,000 or $10,000 or whatever, tricking off on him in his seafood restaurant to make him feel like a man, to make him feel like he ain't gay, he ain't did it because he gay. That nigga sell his soul to Adam 22. Adam 22 wants some of that. Aiden Ross wants some of that, nigga. And I don't know what the fuck it is. That nigga over there, BlueFace, giving these bitches substance. Y'all remember Harvard Bae that came out and said her insides was rotten and folded up? Crazy work. Crazy, crazy work. But the nigga ain't no deadbeat. Okay, BlueFace gonna take care of his kid. Don't no man not want to take care of his kid. Unless, of course, the bitch is slap crazy and feel like he got to drop some more peen off in order to take care of his kids. Now, y'all need to go to the court at that point in time. Dead ass, cause ain't no real man not gonna take care of the kid. The nigga said, the nigga called Junior Sonny Doe. The nigga put out the dude whole hernia picture and ain't get charged for that. 2-3 years ago, he did that. 2 years ago. So ain't no real man gonna disrespect his child and continuously publicly denounce the child. That's Ronnie Doe's child. And BlueFace know it and everybody know it. And Chrisean, bitch, you going down, okay? And we can't wait for your second boxing match in your home city. We're gonna sit up there and see if the fight is throwed or not. Cause BlueFace coaching you, fuck out of here. Clarissa Shields probably gonna coach your opponent. Why? Because she vindictive like that. She told you to stay away from BlueFace. She ain't been back boxing with Clarissa Shields at all. Clarissa Shields do not like the Malones. Y'all remember when Tasiki went live and said she can beat up Clarissa Shields and all this other shit? So Clarissa Shields decided to train Big Lex for her fight. We ain't seen Tasiki training. Every time Tasiki was supposed to go train with Clarissa Shields or train with Dean and Adrian Broner, Chrisean took herself over there and made it hard and made her not even want to do it. So Big Lex finna tap out on that ass on the 15th. Yeah, look at this dance. Ooh, a Big Lex getting boxing lessons, and then on top of what she's doing on the show. Like, if you really look at it, Tasiki might really get her ass whooped by this girl. And she dead ass serious about it. You know, and you can tell Tasiki scared. She done announced she doing a reality show and she casting in Atlanta, Georgia tomorrow on the 2nd, right? So by the time she casts them people, they gonna become her fans and they gonna want to be a part of what she a part of. So when she lose this fight, she gonna bounce back and recall what type of way. So yeah, I'm really, really excited for this fight. And again, Tasiki opened her mouth and said that she can whoop Clarissa Shields. Maybe Clarissa Shields a little bit scared and really rooting for Big Lex because I think out of the two, they're gonna, you know, Tasiki said she wanted to fight Clarissa Shields next. You know, her and Big Lex having a pack, and also to win, she ain't got to worry about that. Why Clarissa Shields over there fighting that old ass white woman like she ain't finna get knocked out by that bitch? Somebody got to lose, Tasiki or Clarissa Shields. One of y'all bitches got to lose. We need it hot up in the streets. We need the pick poke and everything. Yes, indeed, because one of y'all whole got to lose. Y'all got too much mouth, too much power, too much of everything. You call yourself the GOAT. You call yourself the GOAT because you picking up your fights and picking who you want to fight, Clarissa Shields. Okay, but anyways, August the 15th, Clarissa Shields is fighting that old ass white woman who some niggas feel like need to knock her the fuck out, one time for Remy and one time for her breaking up a happy home. And also for Line saying that she graduated with honors with a 3.0. Slower than Chrisean Rock, bitch. I see why she went over there. Just to make niggas uncomfortable. But anyways, flashback Saturday. Damn, who remember MySpace? MySpace is planning a comeback as owners claim they're waiting for the right time to relaunch the platform, okay? And I'm like, who the fuck gonna sign up for MySpace? MySpace is like Facebook. The font is different and the interface is different. But I mean, if MySpace come back and have a certain way of doing things, then I'm pretty sure Facebook and other people are gonna adopt. I do like the fact that you was able to pick a song, nigga. I was in high school, nigga, with MySpace, nigga. Shit, I was in love with with quite a few motherfucking people. Okay, that's when I learned the power of music because of MySpace, nigga. Bitch, nigga, I was in love one time, and what's that? What's the DJ got us falling in love? You know, I was young as fuck, sneaking in the club, thinking I'm grown and shit, bitch. Hitting that Usher, nigga, hitting that Chris Brown, nigga. Then when I got my heart broke, nigga, this, you know, the white boys turned me out in high school, dead ass, nigga. They turned me the fuck out, and ever since then I've been great. Cause that's what they like, nigga. One of them broke my heart, nigga. I changed my song on MySpace. Yeah. I'm back. I'm single again. Back on the prowl. I thought it was perfect, but I know what, nigga. I was letting the whole fucking world know, bitch. I was out there. I'm good, nigga. I'm ready to slang some more. Dead ass, nigga. And we use music like that, and then the picture will match the music. Okay, y'all bitches that look like little ass birds in them selfies and shit. MySpace started it. MySpace started all of that. Dead ass, nigga. MySpace come back. If MySpace come back, nigga, these other platforms finna redo their interface to play the music because that's the only thing special. Now, if MySpace come back, nigga, the only way I'm gonna go back over there, they bring my old shit, bitch. I need to know who I was beefing with in 05. Dead ass. I need to know who the fuck I was beefing with. I need to know everybody T. I need to see who was the bad bitch and who now look like the Walking Dead. A whole bunch of white folks, they be pretty and pearly in high school. Them bitches get about 25 with no kids and look like they about to die. Got gayness in the eyes and shit like that. Then you look and wonder why all these niggas like Kendrick Johnson come up missing with their organs gone. Cause these bitches about to die by the time they get out of high school looking like the Walking Dead. But shout out to MySpace. Wonder what Nicki Minaj would do and be like on MySpace, child.
Dear Diary, well, the press is hot for me. They say I'm sexier than Tyra Banks. Julia Roberts gasped when she saw how handsome I was. Brad Pitt played me on SNL. Never mind that I set millions of children back years on their education. Never mind that the elderly are alone and afraid, dying by themselves. Yeah, the press is hot for me. They're really hot for me. I'm coining terms like Fauci ouchie. I've got bobbleheads. And if anyone asks questions, me and my gang ruins their lives. I'm writing an autobiography. I think I'm going to call it Fauci ouchie.
Okay, so and this got 2.8 million views. Everybody know I'm a barb, okay? Bitch, I've been there since Itty Bitty Piggy. I was on the plane with the wine. You can call me Nikki. Okay, there through Pink Friday and there to see you tell the whole world and lie that you was going to release an album on 3/29. Only thing that we got is figure out that you put on a red hat and you a barb. And then today we find out that Trump's PR people contacted you after Cardi B stood up on the stage and said Trump said. So who following behind who relevant or not? Nikki. Girl, listen, I love Nikki for her artistry and I'm looking for her to win. But success and money does not mean any fucking thing if you in the fucking dark talking like you need to get the fuck out. Is MAGA, do they got the teacup turning that shit like on Get Out or something and got you up? Because girl, your eyes look bigger than a bowling ball. And there's only two reasons. Either you high or somebody done fucking traumatized you. What the fuck did Kevin then did to all bitch? Come on. What did he do? Don't tell me he took the blicky and put it on your clitoris and told you that this is forever. Nikki, oh my gosh, I feel bad for you. Like, girl, this don't make no sense. You are a fucking nutcase. We want you to do Roman Reloaded some so we can support you, but you fucked up. Even Ra Ali came out here and did a whole short film on Tubi with you sitting there in the bathtub curled up, crying and shit, insecure and shit, being a real life Roman. Like, what the hell is wrong with Nikki? She had a little skinny gay nigga like Meek Mills to come and choke her and yoke her up and Baby and Lil Wayne and maybe did nothing to him. And he over there with Mr. Gay Z in the Old Man Walking Club and shit too. Nikki, I love your artistry, but girl, your politic is fucked up, okay? You got your artistry and can't nobody take that from you. And I never took your politic anything serious because you're a tetter. Nicki Minaj ain't black American. She don't know what it's like to be black American and struggle and shit like that. She light skinned and she's Trinidad and Tobago. And if anybody in New York City growing up call her black, I ain't black. I'm from Trinidad. I ain't black. I'm from Haiti. I ain't black. I'm from this and this. Shit, I even heard my people. I'm half Jamaican. I ain't black. I'm Jamaican. Fuck them black Americans. So that's basically what her political sentiments are. So, I guess she want number red hats and white people in the front of the show. That's how she gonna get the white folks' attention. Be the MAGA version of Beyonce. You know how Beyonce got them high ass motherfucking tickets. Can't nobody afford them but them crackers. And she be playing with niggas, releasing them in the middle of tax season and shit. And the cracker buy up all the tickets. Nicki ain't never had that. She had niggas that talk about her and gossip about her, looking like pink Power Rangers in the motherfucking front with big ass teeth at a fucking show. Looking like Sailor Moon. What's that fucking cartoon with the game with them cats? They put their wings out and they go to flying and shit like that. Gay ass niggas like that over there. She got tired of y'all, okay? She's sick and tired. She's sick and tired of the LGBTQ community. She been sick and tired of them punks since somebody ran her off her stage in Africa, and that was about 10 years ago. She don't like herself. She don't like nobody. She's difficult to work with. She's built her own audience that I'm a part of, and I'm always gonna buy her product. But see, I don't know if I go to a Nicki show. Last time they seen her up there posing up looking like a cat and shit, and Cardi B coming up out here with the same motherfucking BBL scars and moving around and doing shit like this. At the end of the day, Nicki, you gonna lose how you won. You came after Lil' Kim and Cardi B and throwed your motherfucking thunder. And now you look like a Get Out episode. Shit. Fuck wrong with South Park playing with Papa Bear banging on spoons while your big ass up there sitting up there eating all day, looking and standing out of space. Get up out of here. The new Lil' Kim, aka Nicki Minaj. I'm glad that Nicki Minaj love herself enough not to fuck with her motherfucking face, okay? I got a light-skinned friend look like Michael Jackson. Got a dark-skinned friend look like Michael Jackson. Damn, what the fuck happened to Lil' Kim? Lil' Kim was bad in the 90s. Like bad. Like beautiful porcelain skin, beautiful structure, Lil' Kim was bad. Who the fuck traumatized her and made her feel like she had to go and do this? And now she just looked like a ball of fucking Play-Doh. Dead ass, and looked like somebody shot her makeup on her motherfucking face. And her face looked harder than Kris Jenner's. Bad. Chocolate, lovely, you know. Fuck out of here. You know, and looking at Lil' Kim and how she dressed right now, Lil' Kim was the hoe card. Shit. Lil' Kim called all these little hoes out here. TLC was talking about practicing safe sex and women wearing baggy clothes and leaving some shit for the imagination and stuff. Lil' Kim came out this bitch busting it open. And now she look worse than a Catwoman child. This is crazy, girl. Your face look frozen in time. You will be mine. Baby, I'm over here. You'll be over there. I'm gonna shed a tear. I ain't gonna... Dead ass. The fuck is this? This is the Michael Jackson special. I know one thing that, you know, because I'm a fan of the Soul Glow look. Y'all see my motherfucking hair? I'm releasing my own shit. Nigga, I done came up with my own shit. I ain't got to wear no fucking wig. My shit look like a wig. Y'all hoes will pay good money for y'all had to be laid like that. She got on a wig, a face botch, body botch, big ass pamper on. And I know that shit leaking and she stank. Ass Lil' Kim to bust a move. Listen, nigga, I was done with Lil' Kim, bitch. It's only one crackhead move that we taking. That's from Mary J. Blige, bitch. Lil' Kim was like, and that ass was botched so bad. Lord, have mercy. Fuck out of here. Lil' Kim is a fucking, look like a template. A template of what not to do. Fix this right here. Your nose is off. I need to go back to the doctor. Oh, don't get rid of that mole tattoo and darken it. Fuck out of here. You look like a cracker. Dead ass, and that's what you wanted to do. You got some nice, luxurious, thick, full lips, and this shit look like you got a whole motherfucking Halloween mask on, nigga. You gonna be the new Halloween outfit. Yes, indeed. And they gonna run you into exile how they did Nelly Furtado. Only thing is, at least she was big and natural. Look at this bitch right here, Ariana Grande. I can't stand her. I cannot stand Ariana Grande. I ain't even gonna lie. It's like Ariana Grande in her own way is like Beyonce. She's at the top. She gonna get them to buy her albums and do all this other stuff, but ain't nobody checking in on her. I thought them niggas was playing. I thought that shit was AI when I seen her licking a donut. Bitches, you hungry? You need a loaf of bread or something. God damn, some insulin, some Ensure. Nigga, you smaller than my motherfucking grandma when she passed away. Dead ass. You some child, you need to be on some type of medical diet. Or what the fuck, 8 albums, studio albums, and soundtracks and shit like this. I will tell you, Ariana Grande works very hard. And I don't know if she can keep up with this fame and keep up being this pop star. Cause your ass getting old as fuck too. Fuck out of here, bitch. I looked at this, I was like, damn, is this the new Kelly Osbourne? Look just like a reptilian. Tomato, tomato, tomato is what I'm throwing at you just so that you can eat it, bitch, because you look like you're starving. No vitamin D, no vitamin C, nothing. You just dried the fuck up. What the fuck? You know, but it actually just may be her aging. She ain't been the same she did Wicked with Cynthia Erivo. Wicked ass bitch, then put them paws in plastic and ran it all through her and trauma dumped and told her don't no man want her. And next thing you know, she like this. The press, I think this is Cynthia Erivo fault. Putting plastic and running it up and turning the whole industry gay and shit like this. So is she dying? What the fuck is going on? Then again, the only time that I've seen this, and I still don't accept, is from the Olsen twins. You know, Mary Kate Olsen, how they was pretty and shit, and Lindsay Lohan. Like, I really thought that Lindsay Lohan was like one of the Olsen twins or one of the sisters. But the Olsen, do you see them? Bitches is scary. Ariana Grande should go right in that category with the Olsen twins, motherfucker, because ain't no fucking way in hell. You a whole Halloween costume walking. You, Lil' Kim, y'all outfits gonna sell the fuck out, motherfucker. All motherfucker gotta do is starve. The fuck? Big ass head. You want, like, she is so insecure. If she ain't doing drugs in the new Amy Winehouse, I don't know what else to say about her. But if she got some sickness and illness, then I'm gonna pray for her. But you never know. Brandy also dried up the same way, and motherfuckers is acting like We supposed to not remember that? These girls are dry as fuck and look like big head ass Baba dolls. Ariana, Brandy, motherfucker Cynthia Reba. Shit. That's not sexy at all. Okay, you gotta eat. Fuck wrong with you. See, that's why I'm glad I'm from the South, bitch. I won't be licking no donuts. Motherfucker, I need me some collard greens, some neck bones, some chitlins, all that shit. Bitch, I'll fuck up a pot of chitlins before I start looking like a motherfucker can count all of my bones and see my heartbeat through every fucking facet. You know how you can feel your heartbeat through your toe? Ariana Grande, so my nutrition, you can see her heartbeat through her toe, through her thumb, and every fucking post point. You can see that bitch just beeping. And she think that shit is sexy. Girl, that's fucked up. That is unhealthy. She's on drugs. I believe she's on drugs. That's the only way. That's the only way. She gotta be on drugs. But just go ahead and pray for her and all her little music and all her little delusional fucking fans. Keep on buying her music and shit when she look like she in one of them Kesha contracts with Luke and the shit out of her and open her up to keep performing and producing on stage looking like if you thump her, she gonna go flying like a praying mantis or some shit. God damn, Ariana Grande fucked up. Moving on, you know who else is messed up is Tia Kim is messed up because, you know, I was watching Art Bark. I've been watching her for the past week and she was on a spiritual journey and said she didn't want no negativity. It said she was cleaning up her act after challenging Cardi B to get in the studio, picking and poking at other rap girls, going after Chloe Bailey, who is not a rapper and who is an artist, a singing artist, and you don't sing, you don't do nothing. Child, Tia Kim told her, you got more motherfucking stripes than Tony the Tiger, and why the fuck is you fucking with Cardi B?
What's going on, Art Bar? What happened?
Hey, Auntie, what's up, boo?
I ain't know. What's up?
Nothing, just chilling in the house.
Y'all heard that new one? What's going on, Art? Bitch, don't act like she ain't make this motherfucking song for you, ho. Get your motherfucking ass off of here, and bitch, keep Cardi name out your motherfucking mouth. Bitch, I thought you
head,
fat Cardi hoe. You love calling everybody fat.
To your
Bitch, you
ass.
Get your bad body ass the fuck up out of here. Bad body ass. Get your raggedy ass out of here. Mary had another laugh with me. Ugly ass baby daddy ass.
You playing with hoe?
Get your bad body non-rapping ass the fuck up out of here. Ho, that's why I let you on you. Bitch, don't.
You see Yancy play? Yeah, I did so. That's my bitch. I don't even like calling her Yancy. Like, I don't even feel like she's my auntie. I feel like she's my
And then,
cousin. Like,
you know, this is what Art Bark did.
Y'all don't understand, bro. Y'all probably never will. I love God so much. Just right now, me sitting here, I feel like I done stepped back when I'm trying to go forward. So,
girl,
that's why I'm crying, bro.
We don't want to hear none of that shit.
Yes. But I gotta put blood in their whole mouth, bro.
Wait. You want to be better, you have to go forward, not backwards.
Got to.
Go forward.
Y'all, I got to. Come tell me. With me.
It's okay. It's all right.
Said she got to put blood in her body.
I didn't get on this app with none of this bullshit. And
a man's bitch talk about she gonna put blood on a bitch mouth. Stop playing, bitch. Like I ain't had you bleeding already, ho.
Oh Lord.
2 times, bitch. Stop playing. Can't put blood on that fucking face. When did you get me touched? You just said on the internet you got me touched twice.
Show me you got me touched. Show me. Matter of fact, the same hoe you sent them again. The same hoes you say you sent them again. Send them again. If you sent hoes, send them again. Promise you. Ho, you around here fucking on DL men's when they really want a man. They don't want you.
Then you try to make it about fucking, oh, this is rap. But what happened in rap, though, when people want to fake put it on wax? What happened between Lil Kim and Foxy? Somebody got shot. What happened between Biggie and fucking Tupac? Some shots. What happened between K Flock and D Thing? Shots.
Female
Everybody always
rapper.
want to fake make it this about hip hop, bitch.
Nah,
And
female rap is not that serious. Dead ass.
The only op you got is your pussy, because your pussy can't ever keep a nigga. Oh, Lord. You left a nigga that was cheating on you to get with another nigga that want to cheat with you, cheat on you with boys. He taking his bad bitch around a motherfucking mall, taking him on shopping sprees. And he a man.
Like
on
Diddy.
Twitter, and you get on the internet and you ranting at me and you saying what you gonna get done and what you gonna do. Bitch, you don't control life and death. God do, and you are not God.
So like you can't be crying and saying you done, and then in that cry saying you got to put blood in her mouth, and then the next day you back at it. Like Art Bart, like I feel like somebody's gonna start a channel specifically for her and her hypocrisy and start dragging the fuck out of her because you've been exposed. And Yanti packed your goddamn ass up and made you cry. I don't give a fuck, nigga. You cry in the middle of a roast battle, nigga. You lost. Sit the fuck down, you weak ass. Name 5 Bia songs, gun pointed to your head. Bow, it dead. Moving on. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let's get a little serious. You guys remember Courtney Clenny, the Courtney Clenny case? She is the girl, the OnlyFans model who unalived her boyfriend, who is from the black diaspora and happens to be Nigerian. Now, when this happened, a lot of black Americans like, fuck that nigga, we don't give a fuck, he Nigerian. Shouldn't have been over there and all that other shit, you know, because, you know, the Nigerians come over here, they take all the jobs, they get all the, they make all the money, send it back to Nigeria, talk down upon black people. So black Americans felt like that we didn't give a fuck and we didn't advocate for him. This is not a situation where like Nolan Wells is a black American. Carmelo Anthony is a black American. This girl's finna get out and only finna do a couple of years less time than Gypsy Rose for unaliving this Nigerian boy. Okay, she go to court and have special requests to put on her makeup and her eyelashes. Even TMZ is putting on her makeup and her eyelash picture instead of her motherfucking mug shot, because you know they only release nigga mug shots and shit. So Courtney Clinton is finna be sentenced, and word on the curb is she's only gonna be sentenced to 5 years for stabbing up and unaliving this boy. When you are dealing with a capital murder case, the state doesn't even have a duty to actually give you an offer. The state does not have to give you an offer in no case. They gave her an offer, and that offer, I think, according to what I'm saying here, is 5 years. And black folks ain't gonna give a fuck because, again, this man is Nigerian, and you know, and black Americans and black people throughout the diaspora are not united because of reasons on both sides. But I think this is absolutely fucking disgusting that anybody in America could unalive anybody, whether they're Nigerian, black, white, Mexican, and actually get off with a slap on the wrist. And by the time she gets sentenced to the 5 years, she'll be out before next summer because she's been in there already for quite some time. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. There's no justice for him. Benjamin Crumb and civil rights leader are not advocating for him and his family the same way they're doing other black Americans. And I think the state of Florida recognized that and say, hey, they don't give a fuck about this one, so we just gonna let her go. She's pretty, she's blonde. Let's give her another chance at life to stab up another nigga or two. And guess what? When she get out, it's gonna be some niggas in the hood that want to on this bitch. Because really and truthfully, a lot of these interracial couples are built on the BDSM. She look like the type that'll call a nigga the hard ER behind closed doors and he'll bust thinking about her ass. Moving forward, Nolan Wells update.
Wait a minute. The state of Mississippi is trying to reshape the narrative on the Nolan Wells death? Really? So it has been reported that Nolan Wells, witnesses have come forward to say that Nolan Wells was drinking heavily during the day of the 4th of July. As to say, that's why he drowned. Because remember, authorities have already come out and said, even before they did the autopsy, that Nolan Wells drowned. And his mother, Christine Wansley, said that was not good enough for her. That she needed a medical explanation as to what led up to those events of him. If they say he drowned, right? Now let me ask y'all something. Was Nolan Wells the only one on Horn Island with his group of friends that was drinking? Let's go back through the evidence. Now, as you can see, the gentleman right next to Nolan Wells has beer dripping all down his chest.
But that's besides the point. The point is, and I think Nolan Wells' friends, or so-called friends, like Warren Hudson and people that were there, they've conceded that a lot of drinking has happened. They even released photos at a pool party at another situation to where there was a lot of drinking happening. So they've already been planting the seeds for the first autopsy to come back and say that he had drugs, alcohol, or even possibly drowned with water in his lungs. That cannot be refuted by anybody other than Jackson County, who took his organs and did not give them to the person that conducted the second autopsy. They've been created that narrative. A couple of days before Benjamin Crump came out with his autopsy, they was posting about him hitting rocks at Horn Island, so that by the time we heard that and the autopsy came back that he had a skull fraction, people were like, oh, this is why they were online saying he hit rocks, but ain't no fucking rocks at Horn Island. These people in Jackson, Mississippi are going out of their way to preserve their narrative and white supremacy. And they also are trying to go out there and sue Benjamin Crump and dissuade him from taking other cases to where black people are unalive when in the midst of white people, as in being the only one, being the token. This is a wake-up call. Stop downing your brothers, your black brothers and sisters, just because you are the tokenized one that can get on the boats and go on the trips with the white people. Even Nolan's so-called best friends, 2 of them black, y'all niggas weren't even invited to Horn Island. Niggas weren't even invited to Horn Island, and nigga come out and say that was his voice saying, give me back my phone. When Nolan Wells' mother came out and said that was his voice, she know her son's voice. So it's a whole conspiracy, a whole big narrative. Even the FBI went into Jackson, Mississippi. And it goes back to what I said earlier about how, back to Trippy's email earlier, how she specifically pointed out that a lot of times I mention the news and I pay attention to things that are happening and I report on it first and people are not paying attention, because it's kind of like Nostradamus. I mean, it's not. It's critical thinking. There was an article posted in the New York Times, I believe, that said that the FBI was going into Jackson, Mississippi, and it had it in quotes that they were going to conduct an investigation about the threats against Ashley Cole, the judge. I'm the nigga who's probably the biggest threat to Ashley Cole, because I have a petition to remove her from bench and it has over 4,000 signatures. But why the FBI ain't coming to me? Because I know the difference between maneuvering the legal way and also going online and issuing a credible threat to anybody. The FBI made it clear weeks ago, and I pointed it out in the article. They specifically quoted that we're going to Jackson, Mississippi to investigate the threats online, never for justice for Nolan Wells. I reported this, and then people are beginning to see. The FBI made a second arrest earlier today of a black woman. Okay, another person has been arrested after making threats regarding the Nolan Wells case. Michelle Francine Edward from the Cincinnati, Ohio area is charged after making multiple threats to the George County Chancellor Court Office and the Jackson County Sheriff's Office. The criminal complaint says Edwards made bomb threats to both agencies on July 23rd. It also says July 23rd. That was like a week ago. It also says during these calls, Edwards said comments including "do not go outside, the clock is ticking and die." Edwards was using the star 67 feature to hide her number, but FBI was able to obtain the number, which was listed in numerous reports within the Cincinnati Police Department, where Edwards was listed as the owner. So this lady is arrested because she is not being logical smart. She's being so emotional about everything, and people are outraged by what happened to Nolan, because to a degree, Nolan is like our cousin, and we all have went through systemic racism, police brutality, and want justice for what we went through. As a matter of fact, at one conference when Al Sharpton, Nolan Wells' parents, and Benjamin Crump was conducting a speech and telling us an update, someone in the crowd said that she's a civil rights advocate and she's been following the case and stuff because of what happened to her own child. So I don't know exactly what happened to this woman to make her so emotional beyond the scope of just race and beyond the scope of her personal belief about what happened at Horn Island. And mind you, I'm a critical thinker, so I report the news, and then I know how to separate the news from my prediction or my explanation to why certain things that I say is actually the concrete fact and predicting the totality of the situation, opposed to just listening to certain things and being so far left or so far right and being triggered enough to where now I'm in court. And this is a federal charge in the Southern District of Mississippi. On a federal level, you got a complaint against you. And they're going to bring you from Ohio, where you have a different state, different laws, to the state of Mississippi, one of the most racist states. And you're being called and summoned across state lines. The FBI has not only spent money to go into Jackson, Mississippi, but now they got to spend money to fly or to bus this particular person from Cincinnati, Ohio, way to Mississippi. They don't care about how much money that they need to make a point. And Christina Wells, Nolan Wells' mother, she's very smart. I've seen posts from her saying that there's a lot of lies and a lot of statements out, and she's not going to waste her time correcting them. She's going to do things the right way, such as waiting for social media platforms to provide the information that she subpoenaed, as in communication about what happened in the communication between Nolan Wells and also his friends, his alleged friends. She's doing it the right way. But then you have coons like Officer Tatum coming out here mad because white people are calling him a coon, and then want to play the black card and then tell niggas he don't give a fuck about us. A big sociopath, if you ask me, someone, and I'm talking about Officer Tatum, someone who Ashley Cole reached out to on Facebook, begging for him to check his DMs. And the next thing we know, Officer Tatum got up and flew all the way to Jackson, Mississippi to conduct interviews with Warren, to go out to Horn Island and stuff, after Ashley Cole made a public statement saying that her and her family was not conducting any interviews. She set that up. And Officer Tatum also been giving information and pushing narratives in this Nolan Wells case and running interference. He has no personal knowledge of what happened on Horn Island. I have no personal knowledge. Christina Wells has no personal knowledge. The only people that have personal knowledge of what happened in Horn Island are the people that people are questioning and putting the pedal to the metal. So someone just posted on Facebook an hour ago, I don't get it. We have Ashley Cole, the mother of one of Nolan Xavier Wells' living best friends that left him behind. Then we have Nolan Wells' mother. Why is this mother, who lost her son, being harassed at her job? No one is doing anything about it. Yet there have already been 2 arrests in regards to the harassment of little Miss Ashley Cole, because it's white supremacy. And the FBI, Donald Trump's DOJ, has come in, and even Officer Tatum is connected to Donald Trump's DNA, Donald Trump's FBI in his administration. We see Officer Tatum posted up on Instagram with Donald Trump. We see Officer Tatum also posted up on Instagram with Mark Zuckerberg and other people that work in social media and own these companies that Christina Wells subpoenaed to get information about communication involving her son. And they're running a lot of interference. Again, the FBI never went into Jackson, Mississippi to get substantial justice for what happened to Nolan. They went there with their mind made up, even though they don't have no personal knowledge. Because why? We must protect and preserve whiteness. And the sport of white racist people is not get caught for being racist, but find out new ways to hide it. It's always been that way. They just figure out new ways to hide it better. You mean to tell me that Officer Tatum is connected to Mark Zuckerberg, and Christina Wells sent Mark Zuckerberg Facebook a subpoena? Oh no, we need Mark Zuckerberg on our side. And so it's a game for these racist people in Mississippi to toot their own horn and figure out how extensive and how much power that they actually have involving government authority and facilities and so forth. Again, Nolan Wells was unalive on July the 4th. These are 1776ers who established July the 4th while black people were still disregarded and not treated like human beings. Our intellectual property, our patents and shit went to the slave masters. And somebody like Officer Tatum is a fucking coon. And this date of what happened is very, very significant. And you got to pay attention to dates. On certain dates, certain things happen. Like, Charlie Kirk's birthday and George Floyd has the same birthday. So they're going to write the history books to where 10, 20 years from now, Charlie Kirk is going to overshadow what happened to George Floyd, because this is a specific date that both sides of the coin support, and now we feel like we have to maintain white supremacy and make sure Charlie Kirk is celebrated and highlighted 100 years from now, and George Floyd is just another Negro who lost his life and caused havoc and confusion temporarily in society. And again, Black Americans, we don't have history. That's why they don't want to teach us. They don't want to teach us what happened before, back in the days, because why? They just got smart about doing the same thing. And if you awaken people what happened back in the days, true enough, they're gonna be like, damn, I'm a fucking hamster on a wheel. These niggas doing the same thing. I know one thing that Black people have always disregarded, and that's that ancestral behavior. Minus that YouTube short film. You guys remember that YouTube short film? That shit that we don't believe. They cast a whole, they cast that act like he was graping on his dad and that disgusting shit and all that stuff. It's bad enough niggas on YouTube talking about feeding a baby when a woman is pregnant, if you know what I mean. Disgusting ass shit. But now we got this Democrat Senate candidate, Troy Jackson, fathered 2 kids with his second cousin, report on some Targaryen shit, okay? We look at HBO Game of Thrones, and we supposed to accept this ancestral type of shit as if it's normal. And guess what? Unfortunately, a lot of people look at that shit like it's normal. I remember during the Diddy trial when I was in New York City, I actually went to a comedy club. And I wrote my jokes, the timing, the pace. I was connected to the audience. I totally transformed to a comedian, an actor that transformed to comedian. And I lost. And I was like, what the fuck? How the fuck I done crafted this shit? My shit is on point and it's modern. I lost. They was like, oh, you sound like you do a podcast or something. Oh, you do social media. Okay. They was just making up every excuse for why I came in second place when that money was on the line, nigga. And I was about that, nigga. I went to comedy clubs in New York. But they let this no good, middle-aged, balding in the fucking middle, big ass gut like he do fentanyl win because he told one joke that all them white people thought was so fucking funny. And it involved him sleeping with his cousin and then growing up and continuously doing it. And he just made so many jokes and just kept that going for like 5 minutes. Me, I'm like, what the fuck? You got to know your audience. And I didn't know that people in New York City believe in sleeping with your cousins and shit like that. That's disgusting. Black folks that I know don't play that shit at all. It's absolutely disgusting behavior. America is a testing ground, a breeding tube for narcissists and them punks over there in Washington, D.C. to act like they racist, but they love niggas. Go ask Wack100 and Ray J why they got the agency and why Grindr Super Bowl party happened during every Republican National Convention. Hunter Biden sat down and talked to Nick Fuentes and them and said Mitch McConaughey was gay. He old and nigga was still trying to get it in. They say Mitch McConaughey really died because he had some poppers that he was sniffing. I don't know how true that is. All I know that he kicked the fucking can. He was an old ass nigga. So let the man rest in peace. But Hunter Biden said they all fucking gay. I wonder is Fauci gay? Nigga did everything for politics and medical and shit. Who took that COVID shot? Your ass is not gonna be around for another 5 years.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Well, nothing says honesty like taking the fifth, huh, Doc? Let's try something. What day of the week is it today?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
What color tie are you wearing?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
What color's the carpet in front of you?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
Let's just get one thing straight. You don't have any rights under the Fifth Amendment because you've been pardoned, as you very well know. As the Supreme Court has been clear for a century and more, Brown versus Walker, 1896, when he has been pardoned, he may not stand upon his privilege. You know that. Your lawyers sitting behind you now shifting nervously in their chairs. They know it. This isn't about the Constitution. This isn't about the law. This is about contempt. Contempt for this body and contempt for the American people. But I think I know why you're doing it. It's because you don't want to answer questions. It's because you did all kinds of terrible things. It's because during the pandemic, you got rich, didn't you? You got rich. While people were dying, hundreds of thousands of Americans, over 1 million in the end, and you were getting rich, and not only were you doing that, you were using federal employees with taxpayer money to apply for and solicit cash prizes for you personally. Cash prizes totaling over $1 million. You did all of that during the pandemic, didn't you? That's a question.
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
You remember Greg Folkers? Who was that?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
Your chief of staff is the answer. Do you remember Patricia Conrad? Who was that?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
She was your personal assistant. And what were these individuals doing in the depth of the pandemic in November of 2020 when millions of Americans were suffering from COVID? What were they doing? I tell you what they're doing. Folkers was on your behalf soliciting and gathering information for a cash award. Let's look at it. We've got his email right here, right over my shoulder. Folkers says, I'm working on this nomination for the Dan David Award for Fauci. We need to beef up the COVID part. Do you have language in the can that you could share that delineates how we responded in new ways to COVID? He sends this to multiple federal employees. What was the Dan David Award? Do you remember, Doc?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
It was a $900,000 cash award. $900,000 cash award. And he got it because he used federal employees to get it. And this wasn't the only award, was it, Dr. Fauci? In fact, you applied for and received at least 8 other federal cash prizes on federal time using federal employees and federal resources. Here they are over my shoulder. Besides the Dan David Award, you've got the Partnership for Public Service, you've got the Adelson Prize, you've got the Smithsonian Award, you've got the National Academy of Medicine's Award, you've got the CDC Foundation. In fact, you turned your staff into a full-time application machine. You actually wrote to people and said, do you think maybe I'd qualify? And you got cash for all of this. And it wasn't just 1 or 2 employees, was it? In fact, you used 8 separate federal employees on federal time using federal resources to solicit cash awards.
He need to be in prison.
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
Here they are right over my shoulder. Here's all of them. The people that you use, federal employees, so that you could go and get cash money. And the most hilarious part is that you weren't content to even dragoon them into applying for all of these cash awards. You then had them go out to the ethics agencies and ethics watchdogs and demand that you be able to get the money. That's right. We've got it in your emails. Your staff and employees on federal time, using federal resources, being paid with federal dollars, are soliciting cash for you, and then they're turning around and...
This man literally is responsible for the death of millions of Americans during the pandemic. The Supreme Court pardoned him. Like, you need to be under the jail, under the prison. And it's crazy how many people actually believed in his vision and believed that they needed to take this shit because you running it up, you building all of this shit, blaming it on the virus. Just so that you can get rich. This is what they all do. His old ass, where the fuck is his money gonna go? Like, I don't understand. Like, you old as fuck. What do you need to do with all this money? Like, does this make you feel like a man because you can scam people and get billions of dollars right before you kick the can? You ain't gonna spend that money. Oh, you're gonna pass it down over here and over there, and I'm gonna be a great man to protect white supremacy. Like, you unalive white people, black people, athletes, ruined careers. Bitch, they talking about Ozempic. What about the COVID injection? Motherfuckers felt like, and it was laws, people couldn't even go back to work without getting the COVID injection. And we found out that it's probably COVID injection, I think in the next 5 years is gonna be the #1 unaliver. Next to tobacco, cigarettes, and cancer. Next to obesity, COVID.
Saying to the agency, we don't want
vaccine.
Just an answer. We want to get to yes, because Fauci wants the money. He wants it. We want to get to yes, and yes takes time. This is your chief of staff again, using federal email to pressure the agency's own ethics people so that you could get money, so that you could get rich. And it violated the law, didn't it, Dr. Fauci? Didn't it? It violated the law, didn't it? It is a question. You can answer. Go ahead.
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my
Yeah,
rights
yeah.
under the Fifth
I'm good. I'm good on this, man. Somebody like that, like I personally could not be in a power position to have to deal with somebody like a Fauci at all, because I would reach across that desk. I would be thinking about all the lives that you have took. Right now, I'm pretty sure some of y'all thinking, well, damn, if my family member didn't get that injection, if Hamlin didn't get that injection, that nigga would still be in the NFL. Whatever happened to him, don't even highlight him no more. What are he going through? Some high school athletes, doctors, nurses, people just fell out and fainted because they were getting them injection, man. Shout out for me having some friends, nigga. Somebody told me that I must get that injection. Is you crazy? Nigga, I went straight over there to Westlake MacArthur Park and had the Mexicans to cook me up some motherfucking documents real quick and passed. Never in my life get no goddamn injection. I feel bad. There's going to be so many studies about COVID-19. I'm not even trying to scare y'all. Shit, I got banned off a Clubhouse for the first time because I called the COVID vaccine zombie juice. Okay? Zombie juice, picker juice, whatever you name it, nigga. At the end of the day, a lot of niggas who took that injection got that formaldehyde pumped through them. I've been more F'd by anyone than Trump. That's crazy. Shout out to you, man. It's not safe and sound, man. I keep going back and forth, figuring out where I'm going to go, what I'm going to do, man. Who the fuck would survive in America? Who would survive in America? Who the fuck will survive in America? My nigga, like, this is crazy. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys so much for being here. I greatly appreciate you. If you've enjoyed the show and want to continue to see me stand up, continue to see me act crazy in my funky ass blue jacket and all that stuff, hit your boy Cash out. $.007. Hit me up. Keep tuning in. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it. Replay game. Thank y'all so much for being everybody. Thank y'all. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised.
What is in your life's blueprint?